Hi everyone, New England Gardening here. I don't know if you remember this. This is an air layer on a citrus tree I started in June of last year. Talk about having to have some patience. It's nothing like air layering a fig tree with results in about a month. So I think I'm going to remove this. It looks like it's has some good amount of roots to sustain it as an individual plant. See there? I think at the time I was calling this an Orari Satsuma. It's actually a Trovita Orange. Now I don't know if I keep these on too long or I expect them to change, but don't they actually die oranges? Because when I take these off, they're pretty dry. So I don't know if I'm just leaving them on too long, and then you're supposed to pick them when they still have a green tinge. This actually feels like it might have juice in it, so I think I'll take this off after I remove this air layer here. So I guess I'm just going to go for it and cut it off right down here. I think that's it. I mean, I really compacted this soil. I was kind of worried. It's almost like cement. But it looks like it's got a good amount of roots. Take the baggie off so you won't have the reflection here. Get a better idea of the roots that I have. So this isn't going to have any rootstock that will keep the plant dwarfed, I guess. One thing I did, I don't know if I'm going to follow through with it. I had a shoot come off from the rootstock, and of course that's going to be the dominant growth. And if you don't keep it trimmed, it overtakes the tree. It just saps all the energy, I guess, out of the tree. And look at this; it's up higher than 6 feet. And what I was thinking of doing was cutting it off, trimming it down a little bit, and I was going to do an air layer on the rootstock, and then try to attempt a graft because evidently, this is the rootstock that they want for a dwarf variety. And let's see here, it's got a lot of roots on the surface here. And I was thinking of trying my hand at grafting also. But it's really overtaken the tree. It's actually quickly, just this summer, this sprouted, and it's already the thickness of the main trunk here for the Trovita Orange. So I'm sure it took a lot of energy out of the tree. So I'll either just cut it off completely. Hey, did you get that? Was that leaf in the way? Look at the size of that. This here is non-Trovita Orange. This is the Trovita Orange. You actually can't even see the graph. So, a little bit of bleeding there. Let me take the baggie off of this. Take a look at the roots we have. I was a little concerned. The leaves were starting to turn yellow. So I don't know if it's because it's almost like an independent tree now with just the roots on this ball of soil, and it needs more fertilizer. It's not getting it from the plant because I don't have any yellowing going on the rest of the plant, the rest of the tree. So let me take this electrical tape off. Okay, so take this bag off. Still have it taped onto the stem, I guess, underneath the soil. Pull this baggie off. Oop, there it comes. Oop, what did I get? So actually, there are a lot of roots here because you can see tips poking out from the soil ball here. So the whole thing looks like it's filled with roots. Here's the bottom where I cut it. So I'm going to put this into a mixture of soil with the pine bark. Pot this up, put it in the lean-to. Boy, we haven't had any rain for a while. Really nice fall days in New England here. This cement mixer container here was filled with water and I let the soil dry out. Now it's all like powder. Supposed to get some rain. Well, chance of showers tomorrow. That's just a chance. We need a good soaking rain. I think I'll put some garden lime in here. The soil already has some slow release fertilizer in it. A handful of garden lime. And I found this in the cellar here. Citrus tone, all natural organics for all citrus, fruit, and nut trees. Mix that up a little bit. I think I'll start it off in this size container. I wonder if I should have this above the soil line. I don't know where this should be. Let's break some of this to see where the roots are. They're not up at the top here, so they're more down here. Oh, I think I broke something there. Guess I'll go to about there. Let me take this out. because you want the roots near the surface. So, but with this airy mix here, maybe it's not going to be that important. So I want to really soak that in. Okay, so got it in the pot. I removed it a little bit. Concerned about the roots. Oh, there's some roots there. I want some roots near the surface. You can see there the roots. Let's soak this in. Rehydrate that soil. So that's the Trovita Orange. The earlier I started back in June of last year. Let's take a quick look at the status of the other citrus trees I have. The Miwa kumquat finally reversed its dieback after losing a lot of branches. Here's the graft portion. So this is Miwa kumquat. Yeah, because I can see. I think one way you'd be able to tell a lot of the rootstock, it has those really like 2-inch long thorns on them. So this stuff down here, I can just break it, or I'll cut that off. This is rootstock growth, and it flowered about a month ago after the dieback, after it recovered. And I got some Miwas on here. Miwa kumquats. So pea-sized right now. And here's the Tango Mandarin. It's doing great. Did really great this summer. Have some nice dark green leaves on this. Look nice and shiny. And I almost killed this. Did some videos on it. And at one point it just was covered with aphids too. No, scale? Yeah, it was scale. Really bad scale. So it looks like it's healing up here. And it seems to like the pot that it's in. And this is the size of the fruit. This is one of the bush improved my lemon trees. Some lemons on here, that's the size. I really like the tree-shaped citrus, and this one here is really just loaded with some nice wire lemons. Boy, the sun's getting so low already. Most of the yard is shade. There's the first improved my lemon tree that I purchased, and it's gone through a lot. This is the one that I dropped the car jack on and did a lot of damage. It's still healing up here. This bulbous thing going on here. But it's building up a new core, I guess. And it has a lot of lemons on it. This here I trimmed back severely, and oh, I see a lot of ants. And the label fell off. I gotta put a metal tag on this. I forget right off. This is one of those sour Japanese type of citrus. Oh, what is that? That's a huge. No wonder I saw the ants. That's a huge. Look at the size of that. Wow. That was huge. Cotton scale. Cottony, cushiony scale. It's like a pillow. Not a cushion. like this has always been a problem with this tree, so looks like, yep, it's just covered again. Gonna have to get some neem oil. I remember now, this is the Trovita orange tree. Sour oranges. And here's an Orari Satsuma, mostly in the Turfus mix. Nice fly roots here at the surface. It's got a dull green to it though, and I think someone was mentioning about the pine bark. Maybe it's too acidic. So I'll put some garden lime in here. See if that changes the color of the leaf. And the Trovita Orange I just removed the air layer from, with this huge branch coming off of the rootstock. You can see the size of this. These spikes are brutal. They're like nails. Ouch. Knew that was going to happen. Look at that. And this is the other Orari Satsuma with the sort of pale green leaves, or dull leaves. Doesn't have that waxy shine to it. And it didn't flower. It's sort of dormant right now. But look at all the roots on the surface here. So seems to like this 511 mix. Maybe I'll put some garden lime on this too. Well, since I'm here, I might as well take a look at one of these oranges. See, it still has that green tinge to it. I think somebody told me that's when you're supposed to pick it. So let's cut this open. That looks like it's got more juice in it than the one I picked a week ago. Oh, this actually peels. Ouch. Nothing like getting citrus into a cut. That feels good. This actually, I think the other one just dried out. If it stays on too long, is that what citrus does? It dries out. That's actually good. I might as well pick the rest of them. So when you see them in the store, when they get that nice bright orange color, I think a lot of that is dye, because that's what people expect to see in the grocery store. So this is New England Gardening with my first citrus air layer, Trovita Orange. Let's see if it makes it now that it's been removed. Thanks for watching.